Fighters, on a personal note, I would like to thank my late grandmother, who remains my guiding angel. Even in moments where it feels difficult, it feels giving up and surrender due to lacks and difficulty that comes with being attacked from within. It is my grandmother's guiding wisdom that kept me going. She is the one who named me a soldier. And as a result, I've become a soldier of the people. Fellow fighters, I want to thank all the officials of the EFF, the National Chairperson, and the DSG. And I want to extend a special thanks to Secretary General Commissar Marshall Dlamini, who steered the ship when it was difficult to do so. Secretary General of the EFF is a firm comrade at all times, operates within the maximum discipline and commitment in a very militant way because of his extreme loyalty to the organization and the liberation of our people. Many have tried to doubt him and cast doubt on his capabilities. But I want to say here today, unashamedly, that in our Secretary General, we have a loyal and dependable soldier of the revolution. On behalf of all members of the movement, we want to thank you, SG, for being a man who finishes what he started with conviction. Even though you started politics here in the EFF, you are one of the most reliable comrades I've encountered in my long political career. You focus on the task at hand without seeking any glory. You are not attention seeker, and we have come to know you for paying attention to a finer detail. I salute you for remaining strong in the face of criticism and after difficult elections outcome. Under your administration, our movement has grown, and you have not disappointed us. You have served us with dignity and humility, and are one of the best amongst us. We thank you. Comrade delegates, I also want to thank the Treasurer General, Commissar Malema, who has looked after the finances of the organization even when there was not much to work with, and the white capitalist establishment was pouring billions into neoliberal forces and political startups. The EFF is not a movement that receives massive financial support, and even with that reality, you made sure that no event or programs of the EFF, whether it is social outreach or rallies, has ever failed because of resources. Equally, under the leadership of the Treasurer General, the EFF has never gone a month without paying staff members of the EFF. At the backbone which makes this organization what it is, they seek no praise, yet ensure our organization operates effectively on the day-to-day basis, from security guards, cleaners, researchers, and administrators. Together with a team, they have also paid for regional offices of the EFF, sustained and accounted for all assets without fail. She has also put the organization before any relationship or friendship, and has played a role to ensure that there is no wasteful expenditure of the limited resources that we have. I want to thank the EFF staff members who were unsure whether they will wake up with their jobs after the EFF did not perform to our expectations in the previous elections. As a result, they understood the difficult measures had to be implemented to manage the decrease in money allocation that comes with a marginal electoral decline. Many of our staff members were not sure if they will remain employed once there was an attempt on the life of their organization and its leadership. Yet even with that doubt, and opportunities for better paying jobs, they remained loyal and continued to serve their organization. To the ground forces, leaders of the regions and provinces who are always on the receiving end of the consequences of our political decisions and pronouncements, even when they know nothing about them, but trust in the democratic processes. Your revolutionary discipline is what keeps and safeguards our movement from opportunists and revisionists driven by egos and uncontrollable ambition. It is because our regional leaders and provincial leaders took a constitutional oath to defend the EFF in private and in public that our members and structures were able to close ranks and ensure when we were under attack, our organization should remain solid. Provincial General Assemblies, which were all successful, had no incident of disruption or violence, proved to us that you have built a solid and dependable structures in your regions and provinces. Those who predict the death of the EFF will always be disappointed because the EFF has strong collective leadership at all levels. We thank everyone who prayed for us during our election campaigns, events, and private spaces when it seemed like our movement was collapsing. Your prayers have given us strength and continue to do so. I want to thank the pastors who prayed for this organization. Through their prayers, we have remained stable and faithful to the cause of liberation. We survived without knowing where these prayers came from, and we do not take this for granted. It is not always easy to associate with the radical movement, but you remind us of the role of faith in the struggle for freedom. We also thank the traditional leaders who counseled us, took their time to listen to the leadership, opened their homes, and allowed us to campaign in their constituencies. To the protectors who risked their lives during campaigns and exhibited loyalty during times of difficulty, you have our gratitude. It is through your sacrifice and professionalism that we have remained strong. One of those protectors is called Sbungo, who has been with the EFF since it was formed till to date, loyal to protect and serve the leadership of our movement. We want to thank the defenders of the revolution, our internal defense mechanism against sabotage and threat to the programs of the movement. The DOR is an essential part of our movement and must continue to grow from strength to strength with potential to be professionalized. We also extend our gratitude to the security companies who ensure the success of our events and provide important services in addition to our own security capacity. We appreciate all the service providers who have been patient with us, including those who have been paid and those who are still awaiting payment. We thank them for their understanding of our internal financial systems and the objective reality that at times we rely on institutions to finance us, which can cause delays in fulfilling our responsibility. We appreciate you and we value your patience. We thank the external staff members and management who participated in the delivery of this third National People's Assembly, especially the JOC, Joint Operations Center team, and the management of Nazareth for their kindness and patience. We also extend our gratitude to the business people who have stood with us, particularly the young entrepreneurs who have contributed the little they have to support our movement and its program. It is not always easy to remain aligned with us, especially in the face of internal challenges and external attacks on the EFF. Public perception always dictates how people choose to support institutions. Yet, despite this, these business people have continued to support our organization, even when facing the risk of being sidelined or targeted. We commend their contribution, even as they've declined in recent times due to challenges we have faced. Support for the EFF from the business sector has diminished because many of those who initially supported us were opportunistic and possibly corrupt. They thought they could gain something in return. However, those who supported us with genuine intent remain with us today. They have continued to contribute the little they have to help us succeed. To those who continue to make contributions are under no obligation to contribute to the EFF, yet they take the risk. We deeply appreciate their contribution. Over the years, they can clearly see where their money goes because no organization can match us in honesty and delivering on what we commit to do. We wish them more success and pray that their efforts are rewarded. Wherever their resources come from, we hope they are blessed with even greater prosperity for their personal and business growth. Fighters, on a personal note, I would like to thank my late grandmother, who remains my guiding angel. Even in moments where it feels difficult, it feels giving up and surrender due to lacks and difficulty that comes with being attacked from within. It is my grandmother's guiding wisdom that kept me going. She is the one who named me a soldier. And as a result, I've become a soldier of the people. Her solid courage motivates me to remain committed to this movement and to the struggle for economic freedom in our lifetime. I honor her memory and strive never to disappoint her, even as she watches over me from heaven. For this reason, I will never abandon this movement. She entrusted me with the role of being a father figure and a parent to the destitute and forgotten masses of our people. I extend my appreciation to my family, my children, and all my extended family and friends who suffered the consequences of my activism. They experience the same pressure as I do due to our actions as an organization, yet they've stood behind me without fail. Their firm support is a testament to me that it is possible for Black people to build strong families and place love at the center of their lives. I love them, and most importantly, thank them for their patience with me and for their role in this revolution. Special thanks to my wife, who has tolerated my nonsense for the past 10 years, as we'll be celebrating our 10th anniversary on the 27th of December. I also extend my gratitude to you, the delegates of the branches who are present here today. Since my youth, there's been unrelenting efforts to demoralize and discourage me, to tire me, and force me to concede defeat to the establishment. However, the faith you have placed in me, like you have done with many commissars and leaders of our revolution, keeps me going. They will never succeed because I will never sacrifice my life for anyone other than the EFF and the revolution. We will not be bought or swayed, for we owe our life to all of you, we owe our lives to this revolution. The highest honor you can bestow upon me is to have my coffin wrapped in the red flag of the EFF. Such an act will signify that I've been loyal servant of our people and did not betray the revolution. Loyalty and disciplined membership of the EFF will ensure when the time comes that we are honored as revolutionaries. You will bid us farewell by burying us with the red flag, which you will hand over to our families when we join the other fallen heroes in internal rest. We are grateful that you have elected us. We do not feel entitled to these positions, but are humbled by the opportunity to serve. We are always available to serve in any assigned role. We are not the best amongst the best, but we are loyal to you and your freedom. We have been chosen for this task, and we have tried to fulfill it to the best of our ability. We thank you and wish you a productive National People's Assembly. Comrades, with the powers vested in me as a democratically elected president and the commander-in-chief by the Second National People's Assembly, I declare this assembly open. I end on this note with a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. I quote, "In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends." Thank you.